Hey everybody, it's Mary. How are you? I hope you're having a great day. We're going to talk today about Influence 101 strategies for gaining respect and authority in your social circle. Okay, let's talk about those qualities. And the influence and respect and authority are a little bit different. I want to break apart the respect first. Respect is something that you earn. And so that is by living a life of quality, by achievement. It is by producing good results out of whatever you're doing. If you are, let's say you are a neighbor and that you are a good neighbor, you're there, you're reliable, you have integrity, which means you do what you say what you do. And you basically are somebody that is contributing to the overall good of the neighborhood, your company, your industry, society. And so the respect is something that definitely can be earned by anybody. It is different from authority. Authority is more about power and influence. And so the respect is about admiration and esteem. And so the influence and authority are a little bit different. And the authority really is about power. Influence is the ability to persuade people. And so you have the power, and then based on what you say or suggest, people pay attention. And so all three of these things are a little bit different, but they're all very valuable. So we're just going to dive into Influence 101. All right. Without these things, you basically, if you're in a sales capacity, if you have your own business, if you are trying to make the next rung up in your social calendar or else in your career, it might fall flat if you don't have authority, respect, and also the esteem and the influence. And so it's worth it to develop these things in your career, or else you may stagnate. We don't want that. So very first thing is, of course, in your area is do what you have integrity in everything you do. Be respectful of yourself and of others. And so that means clean up after yourself, get there early, stay late, help clean up, contribute, whatever you need to do in your area. If it's in your community or in your neighborhood, bring in somebody's trash can, check on your neighbors. And if it's somebody in your office, check on people that are working. If you're at a hospital, make sure the doctors are okay after a surgery. Just be a good person. Check in on other people. Don't always consider only about yourself. Make sure people in your environment are okay. Leave things better after you were there versus when you were there before. So, I always remember that one. If you sprinkle when you tinkle, be a sweetie and wipe the seedy. I mean, do things that will help other people. That's for women only. I guess not. It's for everybody. So you want to make sure that you're clean, you're professional, you're not too loud. A lot of the cultures have a different protocol with cultural differences in their personalities, and you want to be able to understand what area, where you're going. Like if you go into a country club, you're going to behave differently than if you're at the rodeo. So be aware of social norms and behaviors and what fits. And if you are just saying, hey, this is just me, this is me, and you're going into an environment like a country club or to a wine tasting, you're not going to be well perceived. So make sure you understand, watch other people and see how they act. That's a really good technique for anybody who wants to grow their influence, is watch how other people act in those environments and learn from them, and be quiet until you feel comfortable or know that you are appropriate. Keep your connection strong. So if you're at work or at home or in the neighborhood, get to know people, know their names, get their phone numbers, their emails, and keep those connections strong. And if you can meet with people one-on-one to develop relationships, and always think, how can I bring this person value? Whether it's just, hey, you look nice today, or I'm just checking in on you, or hey, I found this little thing at the store and I thought of you, or here's a recipe that I thought you might like. Just always be thinking of the people who you want to influence. It's not sucking up, it's not brown nosing, it's developing relationships. So get those things clear. Next, be a host. throw events. If it's at work, throw meetings and show up and contribute. Or if it's in your social strategies, is your social strategy, which we're looking at, is be a host to events. So whether it doesn't have to be in your home, you could have happy hours or throw a lunch and gather people together, or at work, say, hey, we're going to have a breakfast and bring donuts or bagels. And don't forget the gluten-free. There are a lot of people like myself who are gluten-free, so don't forget that. But if you host the event, you're going to be seen with respect and authority and influence. Invite other people. That would be another thing. Make sure that nobody is excluded. And so when you have a social circle, just make sure that everyone's significant other, if some significant others are invited, include them. And then when people get there are introverts. Say you're having a gathering at your home or having a gathering at a restaurant. There will be people who are on the outskirts that don't know people or don't feel comfortable. Make sure those people are always feeling welcome. My mother always told me, don't let anybody be on the outside of a circle. Bring them in, hey, and introduce people. That's a good way to show authority and influence. Now we're going to talk about social media briefly. We know that social media can be used for good, and that's how I hope that it can be used in your life. Is if you are wanting to, you could do a group on Facebook or on Instagram or LinkedIn, and you can go places and be seen and go places and post it and always leave an inspiring message for people. I would go back over your social media and see if it is respectful. Are you dissing anybody? Are you talking poorly about people? You want to make sure that your reputation is squeaky clean. And if you are a controversial person, then back it up with stats and figures instead of just your opinion. Because after all, there's a lot of people spewing false information. And then the last thing is to start something. If you want to have the authority and you want to be an influencer, start something and invite people. It doesn't have to grow extraordinarily fast. It can be something that you grow over time. And if you're anything like my son, who's a gamer, he's learned to recruit people in a quick way. And how he does it is one by one by one, is having relationships one-on-one with people. So that is truly the best way to develop authority and respect and influence in today's world. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful. If you have any comments, let me know. Would love to invite you into a call with myself or my team, and also to invite you to come to a webinar about our masterclass. Check out 𝗦𝘁𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. All right, guys, thank you and have a great day. Take care.